Greetings, beautiful people of Kickstarter, and Happy New Year! This is Avon, the fearless leader of the Prosperity Project, Master Barista, and I've got a few updates for you today. So, as you saw at the head of this video, the biggest update is we have the master production copy. We've given the manufacturer a thumbs up. We're just going back and forth on a few minor points for the retail pack, which is like the box that holds 6 copies of the games when we send it out to a retailer. But outside of that, the game is like basically done. Oh my gosh! 6 months or less is probably the time frame we're looking at to get copies of the game out and into people's hands. We won't know exactly when until the manufacturer is done manufacturing all 4,000 copies of the game that we've ordered. So yeah, that is the big thing. You can see the photos down below the video. They look gorgeous, and that's part of the reason. Well, I haven't been doing updates for a couple of reasons. As you all know, I've been traveling is the first reason, but also personal life has been incredibly challenging this year. That's not making excuses. That's just I am an indie operation, so I only have so much brain space to do so many things in a day. And this month has just been a challenge, and I'll go over a little bit of that in the back half of the video. The other reason is when I sat down to do this update the last 3 or 4 times, news kept changing. Basically, it went from returning from PAX Unplugged, and my manufacturer had told us that the NPCs are basically done. And then we had a small revision. And then we had some print adjustments that needed to get made. And then they said, here's your tracking number. It'll be to you in a few weeks. And then I was finishing that update. And then finally it was, you know, my business partner Jason calling me up and going, by the way, guess what's here? And that was 2 days ago. So for New Year's Eve, we had a shiny first copy of the game. So anytime that I had written an update, it was immediately outdated and worthless because we had new information and more progress had been made. So that's basically that. Thank you all for your continued patience. Again, this project, it is hard to do the marketing part of this because there's just a team of like 2 of us most days. And, you know, this is part of why, even if you haven't seen me actively talking on social media or making Kickstarter updates, it's because my life is so crazy right now that I usually have time for maybe 1 or 2 things. And those 1 or 2 things need to be answering that email, talking to the manufacturer, having that conversation to make sure that we had this beautiful copy of the game in our hands as fast as possible. So that's it. That's your explanation. Things that will start happening now that I have the master production copy. First thing is going to be finishing the Luminary Edition box, because now I have the final components, so I know how big to make everything, so it fits everything. Because that would be really sad if I had made a bunch of wooden boxes and then nothing fit. And that definitely would have happened because these paper components are pretty chunky, which is good. They're going to feel good in your hands. Second thing, we can start talking to bespoke backers now because we know that the game is on its way, so stuff won't be sitting in storage for too long. So we're going to start making those reach outs in the next month or so. And third thing is all of the tea is finally started to get made because now we know it's not going to be taking up a huge amount of warehouse space for too long. So all the rest of the gears are starting to turn. And there's going to be a couple of minor points that I'll go in an additional update of things that we've changed from our Kickstarter project to what we were able to do in manufacturing given our environmental restrictions. But you're going to be really happy with the final package. It's gorgeous. And that's it. So I hope that you enjoy all of the beautiful photos that we took of the production copy so you can see the game that you're getting. Because, man, that makes me excited. And I hope that you have had a safe and wonderful New Year and a holiday season, whichever holidays you chose to celebrate. I'm really looking forward to bringing this project in 2022. I'm super excited. Every time I see more progress in this game, I get stoked. And it's a nice feeling. So in spite of like my personal struggles being kind of a mountain right now, Prosperity and the work that we're doing here with this project and this game and with you, the community, is really making that emotionally manageable, because every time that we make progress on this, it just puts fuel in my engine as a designer and as a creator to keep doing what I'm doing. Thank you very much for your support, and I hope you have a gentle and kind 2022.